Tony, I'm not even going to do a cold open except for this. This is an emergency episode that you wanted to put out before the college football national championship. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Roll the music.
You want to talk about sports?
Yes, I want to talk about sports.
You want to get a real job? You want to talk about sports?
Sports.
Sports?
Sports.
Sports?
Sports.
All right, sports it is. Hello and welcome to Tony's Upset. This is Gianni Sinelli here with Tony Sinelli. Tony, you called an emergency podcast meeting. Can you give me the details? What do you want to talk about?
Yes, it's the college football national championship. And
who's playing?
the Indiana Hoosiers versus the Miami Hurricanes.
Tony, where do you want to begin?
Let's talk about Indiana and the lies they've been on. This was the worst program in history. They never did anything. They have them in the FBS that going into last year, they had the most losses in FBS until the head coach, Kurt Sinetti, took this program by storm in just 2 years. And now they're just one game away to becoming 16-0.
That's absurd. And they beat some big teams to get here.
Yes, they did.
Let's walk through this real quick. So they just won the Peach Bowl against Oregon, who they demolished. Number 5 in the country, Oregon, to be clear. Okay. Before that, they beat Alabama 38-3.
And everybody thought Alabama was going to give them the best shot.
Well, honestly, you know who also gave them a good shot?
Ohio State in the Big Ten championship.
Yeah, Ohio State honestly was one of the best teams this year.
Yep.
13-10, they beat them. They beat Purdue 56-3.
Yeah, Wisconsin.
Gone.
Penn State. I think we talked about that game.
Yeah,
that amazing catch. The football, the quarterback Fernando Mendoza, the first ever Heisman winner.
Has he won the Heisman already?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, he'd earned it though. Absolutely. Yeah. Indiana also beat Oregon, who was number 5
in the regular season.
In the regular season as well.
Actually, Oregon was ranked number 3
at the time.
That's it. Yeah.
And then they also beat Iowa, who was ranked.
They destroyed they were at the time they destroyed Illinois 63-10. Illinois was ranked number 9, and Indiana was ranked 19th.
That's actually insane.
Yep.
This team is good. Talk to me a little bit about Miami. Do you think Miami deserves to be here? That's the first question.
I think Miami.
They had 2 losses.
Yes, they did.
Who'd they lose to?
Oregon season 2. They lost to Louisville and SMU.
SMU?
Yes.
Nobody deserves to get any bowl game if they lose to SMU.
Actually, SMU is a really good football
we put together
team.
a better program.
Yeah.
Where is this game? Do you see it?
Wait, what game?
SMU. There it is.
Right there.
You're right.
I
don't know why I questioned you. They destroyed our boys NC State.
Yep.
Beat Virginia Tech, Pitt, Texas A&M. Texas A&M and Ohio State.
Yeah, but both Texas A&M and Ohio State were coming off losses.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't believe.
They were at the peak of their powers.
Both of these teams Ohio State won the national championship, and they were undefeated. Well, before they lost to Indiana, and they didn't lose in 16 games. Texas A&M was undefeated before going into Texas. I would say they did not get the best game. They were coming off the downhill slope of Indiana.
Teams that are kind of past peak in a way.
Yes.
They beat Ole Miss. That was a big win.
Yes, they did, but I think they were the favorite, and that was a crazy game.
Now, technically, there's an argument that Notre Dame should have had the spot over Miami, right?
Right.
The argument that people would make is that Miami did beat Notre Dame, though.
Yes.
That's what you said to me before getting on. You said that Miami, to be fair, beat Notre Dame. So, in your opinion, does Miami deserve to be here?
I do, but my biggest problem, I don't think it was the Notre Dame thing. Just Notre Dame was always ahead of Miami in the rankings. That's why people were so upset. But My biggest problem with Miami going into this, why I thought, Johnny, can you pull up the ACC standings for me?
Yeah, sure.
So, before this, Virginia won the ACC conference. They were 7-1 on top of it. This was before they lost to Duke. We're looking at this. But going into this, Duke, Miami, Pitt, SMU, and Georgia Tech were all tied for second place. It was a 5-way tiebreaker. They pick Duke over, who was 7-5 before, and to go into the ACC championship. They didn't pick Miami and all of this, who had a better record. Yeah. And Duke won the ACC championship.
Which is weird, because Duke's not playing for the national championship.
No.
And Miami is.
Yes. So my problem is the ACC Pitt Guabu went with a better team, went with Duke than Miami.
Do you think the ACC...
I think that the committee should have thought about that.
You think they should have done Miami, the ACC?
Well, Duke had a better... Well, also they chose Duke just to had a better combined strength of stats, combined winning records.
Yeah.
With other teams. So that also proved to me that Miami didn't play the teams that they needed. Their strength of schedule and combined record, the teams they played, wasn't that strong.
So you're saying the ACC commission, when they had to choose between Duke and Miami...
Well, Duke, Miami, all the tiebreakers.
But they said basically, listen, Miami played well, they had a good record, but like they didn't play good enough teams. And then the national polling was just like, yeah, Miami played good enough teams, we can put them in the national championship. And that's your issue?
Put them in the college football playoffs.
And
they didn't even make the conference championship. They didn't
make the conference championship.
And that's when Duke got in
the playoffs.
Yes.
That's weird. That is weird. Tony, who do you want for this game? Who do you think's going to win? I feel like you've been Indiana all year.
I'm going with Indiana. Now, with Miami does have a talented team.
Yeah.
I'm not going to deny that. Mm-hmm. But I would love to say Indiana.
I think that's what I want too. Absolutely.
I think the story is amazing.
I want Indiana. Now, here's my last question for you before we wrap up. Do you think the Jets should trade up to try to get Mendoza?
There's been talks about maybe Las Vegas won't get. They're just going to build the offensive line.
You think they're going to keep Geno Smith?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a butt fumble, if I've ever seen a butt fumble. All right, Tony, thanks for chatting with me today. Anything else you want to add?
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, thank you for listening to Tony's Upset, a sports podcast fueled by autism and brotherhood. Goodbye, y'all.